And I'm back. So right now, I'm heading to the village, you know, because there has been a lot of stuff going on in the village after the Ender Dragon, right? So this is where the next advancement has led me to. So yeah, I've been doing some work in this village, not a building there. That's where most of the other worksmiths are, and there is one more building here. This um, is where the next advancement would come in, right? Yeah. So you'll see what's gonna happen in this building. I would call it a prison, I guess. You know. So see you inside, farmer. We have a zombie here, and we're going to have ourselves some zombie villagers so that I can make myself have better traits as well as the advancement, right? As you can see, Mr. Dude here became a zombie, and now we're gonna have him trapped in this prison cell here while we cure him. Yeah, so now we're just waiting for Mr. Farmer over here to turn back into a villager, and his prices will go down low, And I'm just here for some moral support, even though I'm the one that put him through this situation. But that's more of the technicality, which I don't think we want to talk about, right? So while we're waiting for this guy to um, turn back to normal, obviously you can't go too far away because he might despawn if I do. But what I'm just showing you a bit. So like this basically is a blacksmith area, right? Blacksmith area that I got, and yeah, I cleared out all the remaining houses here. So what's remaining is the custom built houses that I have here for the villagers. Oh, there we go. Just now, you're free to go. Go back to sleep. Right, and we'll check on him and his traits in the morning. And yeah, this is a pretty simple design that I just whipped up in like 15 minutes. Basically, why this zombie can't come out and terrorize people is because this rail here is preventing him from walking out. You know what I mean? So he can't really walk outwards because he's stopped by this rail here. Yeah. So I'm just gonna leave this guy to his own cards, and yeah, I'm gonna check out the sales of Mr. Farmer in the morning. As you can see, his traits are so good right now. And I'm gonna be, zombifying most of the villagers that I really want to trade with and drop their prices down, so it's gonna be more worth it, right? But I'm gonna do that off the recording, and I guess that's all to show in this village. So now moving on to the next thing that I really want to do, since I'm so decked out at this point with all this amazing gear and equipment and tools, and since the next phase, if you want to call it, requires a lot of technical farms to get all the equipment and materials ready, to get all the advancements. It would be easier if I had a beacon. That's the next advancement that I'm working towards, right? And just so you know, I have been grinding in the nether as well for 3 wither skeletons finally. Yeah, I'm gonna prepare a fight for the wither skeleton. So most of the time, what a lot of people would do when they fight the wither is that they would chase the wither in the end, just below the end portal that leads back to the overworld. You can actually trap the wither down there, and then, you know, make sure 100% that you're going to defeat the wither. But obviously that's too easy and I need a bit of a challenge here, so I'm gonna fight him at least, you know, in a place where it's a bit more challenging but not really as well. Right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be digging a hole, and then I'm gonna spawn the wither there and then fight it. Right, I'm gonna sacrifice some of these chickens to the wither overlord, and you know, still a bit nervous because I already fought this thing so many times, but you never know what could go wrong. So, and boom! Oh, and we did it! Wither is dead. Oh, and we got another star. Nice. Whew. Yeah, and you know, there we go. Another epic battle against one of the bosses in Minecraft. The Wither. You know, not too difficult to fight. Oh, there we go. Wither roses. This, well, one only. That's so sad. I was expecting more. I threw like 4 or 5 chickens in there, and I only got 1 wither rose. That is sad. So if you didn't know, how the wither works is when it kills a mob, the mob will drop a wither rose, and the wither rose is a very interesting item because, you know, it's a very unique plant, because this flower, when you stand on it, it will actually wither you, which is pretty insane for a plant to have this kind of an effect. Just to demonstrate, you know, what an amazing flower. And now that I have the nether star, what I'm gonna do now is, oh, I don't have any obsidian. But yeah, I got some glass here, and I have so much iron from the iron farm, so that's more than enough. But now we need some obsidian to make myself a beacon. Right, there we go. And now, time to craft up the beacon. And boom. Yeah, so if you didn't know, beacons are very OP, but you know, they need a lot of resources. It's not just killing the wither, you also need a lot of iron or gold or diamond or emerald blocks to make it function. So obviously, you know, some people, they could also do trading with the villagers to get enough emerald blocks, or some people might make a gold farm in the nether to get gold to supply their beacon, and some people like me would make an iron farm to supply this need, and very rarely do people actually mine out this amount of iron. That's a lot of iron to mine out if you are trying to mine enough iron for the beacon, because it's like 2.5 stacks of iron blocks, which is, you know, I'm not gonna do the math because, you know, my maths is not that good, but I would say that is a lot of iron that you need to mine out and smelt up So I would rather use the iron farm, which is so much easier. You know what I mean? But yeah, and with that we have ourselves a beacon, but obviously the beacon would need a direct light source, so that's the next thing that I'm doing. You know, since I've been digging. Oh shoot! Oh no! Oh, I almost died. Oh my god! And I didn't have my shovel on me. Where is my shovel, anyways? Okay. You know what I'd just like to do is just place a glass block there, so that you know I don't accidentally fall into this hole that is 50 blocks tall and fall to my death. And boom. Boop. The light? Yeah, there we go. And now for the amazing part, which is activating the beacon. We're gonna make haste 2 so that mining is easier. Like, look at this. Look at this. Oh my god. So satisfying. It's like one of those GIFs. You know what I mean? Mining has never been so easy in my entire life. Yeah, so right now I'm just preparing myself for another adventure. Just need to make sure I have all the equipments that I need. You know, gotta be prepared, or else you're most likely gonna die in the adventure, which is pretty sad, you know what I mean? Okay, and I think I'm ready, so I'm gonna be heading to the end now to, you know, get more achievements in the end. I think I should be able to get like a few more. Yeah, so I actually linked up one of these paths to the stronghold. I think it's this path here. Yeah. So I'm just gonna change my spawn to here, and I'm gonna head back into the end. As you can see, there's a lot of platforms here where I sort of made to farm some endermen. As you can see, I have so many ender pearls. I'm gonna take a few with me. This is obviously gonna be very useful when I head towards the end city, right? So yeah, that's how I'm gonna head towards the end city. Oh no, I think I look at one of them. Oh no, oh no. Okay, that was a bit scary. I didn't even know when I looked at him, you know what I mean? Just gonna pillar up here. And then, wow, this is quite far away from the... Ooh, and I think it's directly above the void. Wow, alright, it's better. It's safer to build a platform around this thing. You know, you never know when you spawn back into this like portal thing. You might just, you know, fall out of it and into the void, which is very sad. So without further ado, boom, remote getaway. Oh wow, this is edge. Oh, the end city is just trying to kill me. Like, it's at the edge, man. What the hell? Yeah. So now comes the best part of the end, bridging over the void. You know, it's not scary at all. It's not horrifying. You know, it's just a void. You know, you drop in, um, and there's nothing much you can do about it. You're just gonna die instantly, no matter how good your armor is. The only way to survive the void is if you have an elytra, but you know you need to risk your life over the void to get an elytra, which is, you know, very weird paradox. You know, you need the elytra to cross the void, but you need to cross the void to get the elytra. Does that make sense? It probably doesn't, but hey, nothing I say makes much sense anyways, so. And after days of traveling, in the end, I finally found it. The End City. I have almost placed 700 stone bricks just to reach this End City. That's a pretty insane number, you know. Used to bridge across the used to find just one End City. So yeah, just gonna start. Usually most of the time I'll let them hit me with their projectile here, just because I'm too lazy to parkour. You know, just shoot them from here. I've ran out of blocks that I'm actually now just digging the end stone to make bridges over to the other side, which is pretty crazy. So this is something very risky that you can do, which I don't really like to do, because you know, if this thing hits the wall, it's to the end you go. But since I'm out of blocks, oh no. Oh no. I'm gonna die to the Enderman because I kept my sword. This is bad. Oh, goddamn. Okay. Oh. Finally. I thought I was gonna die to this Enderman. But ooh, so lucky that I survived this. Do that. Yeah. And boom! There we go. Got the achievement for the Elytra. I guess finally got myself the Elytra and some shulker shells. Not a lot, but some. Most likely gonna find more end cities in the future to get more shulker shells to make more shulker boxes. But you know, I'm happy with just the Elytra, and right now I'm just gonna unequip everything I got, because what I'm gonna do next is pretty insane. Just gonna make sure that I don't lose my stuff, you know. You know, they say everyone's gotta face their fears one day, and so do I. And one of the fears that I got, and I've been talking about this fear a lot when I come to the end, but one of the most crazy things that I am afraid of in the end is actually falling into the void. So now we're gonna face that fear, and I'm just gonna you know, throw myself into the void and conquer it once and for all. And with that, a goodbye.